Hey, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jim Inzeo with L&R,
And I'm Vince Sealey with L&R.
and we're here to kind of walk you through some of the changes as Joint Commission has rolled out the Accreditation 360 program to help keep patients and staff safe in the built environment. So let's get the lawyers out of the way. So this is our opinions, and this is for entertainment purposes only. Joint Commission owns all their trademarks and all that good stuff, so we're not reusing any of that stuff, but this audience is all the you're their clients, so helping it all together. So let's start with the highlights of this Accreditation 360. So first thing is, they've eliminated over 700 redundant or outdated standards.
And most of those are going to be in the nursing
realm.
More
in the clinical space.
More on the clinical space, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they did issue a new survey process guide, which is quite a bit bigger than the survey activity guide that we were all used to in the past, right?
Yes, it is.
There's a whole lot more meat on the bone. They made it simpler, but the document's like double in size. So.
That's correct.
Yeah. Yeah, and then of course they're introducing the SAFEST program. So it's kind of a new iteration, if you would, on the SAFER matrix that we all know and love, or maybe love-hate relationship.
Yeah, I guess what most likely is.
Depends how you score, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So, but with the goal being to take all the survey information and get it into a database so that they can begin to aggregate and organize all that data and then share it to help, everybody keep patients and staff safe in the built environment. So
all right.
It's a good mission.
It is.
And the way they're going with that. So, so what's changed?
Not really much at all.
No, it really. So having said that, according to the certified federal regs, the CFRs, we are still bound by CMS to the 2012 Life Safety Code.
Yes, sir. It's nothing's changed in that.
Right.
So everything's going to pretty much stay the same. If you were doing PMs for certain equipment, you're still going to be doing the same PMs.
That's right. There's nothing changed in the physical environment. So if your fire alarm devices that are called out in NFPA 72 2010 edition, which is referenced in the 2012 Life Safety Code, you got to still test and maintain those things to those standards.
Absolutely.
So where that does get dicey for some of our, like here in Tennessee, our state's adopted the 2021 Life Safety Code.
Yep. So
you've got to do it. You've got the state, and then you got the federal government.
And whichever one is the most stringent is the one you want to be using.
That's right. So as Vince said, most stringent wins. So you don't get off the hook. Some of the newer codes are to relieve some burden. But unfortunately, until I guess almost like an act of Congress, right? To get
That's
CMS
what it's
to
going to
change.
take. Yep.
So, we've been on 2012 since July 5th of 2016. And I don't see that changing anytime soon.
I don't either.
Yeah. So, the environment and care and life safety chapters, they've gone away. And they've replaced that with a physical environment chapter, kind of pulling that stuff together. But then they also got the NPG.
NPG,
right?
NPG chapter, correct.
Yeah.
And some of those are takes in emergency management also. It's going
That's
to be
right.
over.
Yeah. Some of the EMs went over into the NPG chapter.
Yes.
So it's a little tricky, but to their credit, Joint Commission did a great job. They put together a matrix that we could kind of follow and wrestle through and get everything updated.
Yes.
And brought up to, the new standards that they've employed. So here's just an example. We're all familiar with 02, 03, 05. They were very prescriptive in their standards. You see, EP1, EP2, EP3, and now everything is 04, 101, EP2.
It's not as much. It's not as much prescriptive as it was. So
yeah, and for better or worse, some people like that. Some people think it's a step backwards, but
I personally like it myself.
Yeah, they've got to follow the conditions of participation, right?
Yes.
And those COPs, the federal regs 482 dot whatever dot you want to grab, says you got to follow NFPA 99 101, which references in this case, NFPA 72, 2010. So you still have to do all that stuff. It's just not discrete numbers. But being prescriptive also because of what do you call that when CMS comes with the Joint Commission?
It's Dove
the
inspection.
Dove surveys.
Dove surveys, yes.
So like the Joint Commission didn't have an EP for your 5-year internal, for instance. We all did it. We all knew you had to do it and maintain it. And every 5 years, we got to do an internal inspection of the.
I think there was another one on there we had talked about earlier. What was a 3-year?
Oh yeah, the 3-year test for your
test.
deluge, pre-action, and
Yes,
dry
that
systems,
was another
right?
one on there. Yes.
Trip test and leak test and pressure test. So, those are there. They've just never had an EP.
Yeah.
So now all that kind of stuff is going to dump into the
PE
PE,
side.
yeah, 040101 EP2. So yeah, so with that, with the new survey process guide, they've got a physical environment document checklist. And that process guide, like we said, it's big. It's 600, almost 700 pages.
Yeah, it's almost 700 pages long.
Yeah. There's a lot of information in. So what we've done is to distill it down a little bit. So here's an example. Just took a screenshot out of the checklist, right? So on the left there, you'll see the PE 040101, EP2, EP2, EP2. And like your tampers, the semi-annual it used to be EP2, so that one hadn't changed. But you get to your duct detectors and smoke detector pull stations.
Was EB3, now it's going to be under EP2.
Yep, yeah. So your horns and strobes was 4.
Yeah, now 2.
All under 2.
Yeah,
so,
now 2.
And even your fire pump that was 6 and 11, if you're over 3 stories and got a fire pump, it all kind of rolls in. So it's the same, like we said, you can't change what you've been doing all this time, right?
Everything stays the same. Basically, all you're doing is moving from ECs and LSs to PEs and
in some cases NPGs.
MPGs, yes.
They've played, hide it. So with that, we've updated our binders. So compliancebinders.com, we're going to launch that on November 1st. And that's reorganized now. The binders are reorganized to follow that document checklist. And there's things that they took off the document checklist that we also removed from the binders. So if you are brave and want to just hand the surveyor your binders in their entirety, and they have their checklist, they can go one page at a time, one tab at a time.
Simple and easy.
And go right down the checklist, do your document review, and then get out and start.
And I think in the past they really liked that system too. I know feedback that we've gotten on binders has been really, really good.
Really, really good. Yeah. So the surveyors like that. And that sets the tone for your survey, right? It's the first thing that happens is document review, after the main conference. So it's good if you're organized and got it. And we still continue to sell a ton of binders and that type of thing. And with that and feedback from the customers, we're going back. We also offer a choice. You can have your traditional tabs, the 5th cut tabs, or you can have the 9x11 dividers that have the TOC printed on them and bigger descriptions. And
that's the one I really liked when I was using the binders myself at my last facility that I was at.
Yeah, so it's personal preference, but you have both. So I'll put a little screenshot there for you to look at, but big and red. Select your tab style, and if you do the Easy Pack, just select your facility size and go to checkout. So in the Easy Pack also contains the wall charts that you can put up. It's like a big blown up portion of the document checklist, but more comprehensive because we have all the documentation requirements.
And they're really useful too, especially for your staff.
Yeah. So you can look and you can see what's coming up.
Exactly.
You know what month it is and things are coming. So it's got those wall charts. And then we also, to help organize the documents, right? We've got the correct number of monthly, quarterly, and semi-annual tabs that are also included. So by one item, it gives everything that you need.
Yep, everything you need
to be organized and compliant. So that's easy. So the people that have left the binders behind and have gone to Scout, the electronic version, we've updated that. So, Scout has our surveyor mode. When you log in, it only presents items on the documentation checklist. So that'll continue to be there and be filtered, and now it's in the order of the new.
Yeah, what I liked about Scout system is that it is very, very user-friendly from the DFM all the way down to your technician can use Scout. It's real user-friendly. So I think that's a really good part for having that in-house.
So as you all know, we're in Nashville. We will not be down on Broadway with 250,000 other people come New Year's Eve. We're going to be here pushing updates into all the different systems and getting the standards all updated. So when you get to work on January 1st or 2nd, you're compliant, your documentation will move over. So there's nothing you have to do but show up and execute.
That's it.
And notifications will stay right there. So, but if you need additional information, you got questions, We've got you the emails there for the binders at L&R Co.
Mhm.
Our main customer service line, we make sure you get a live body. It's rare that you're going to get
Yeah.
voicemail unless we're covered up
Mhm.
because it rings a whole room back there full of people. But that's the only time that you'll get a voicemail. If it's on Scout, just scoutsupport@lnrco.com. And if you want to learn about the myriad of products and services that we offer, you can go to lroptics.com and take a look at all the different things that we do.
And if you need any help, just reach out. We'll be more than happy to help.
Yeah, well, we've enjoyed our time with you
Yeah,
today and look
sure have.
forward to doing this again in the future.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.